Guys, what's up? I'm back. Another Toy Story, third one in the four movies. Technically, should only be three. This movie hit a home run because it was a great closer movie. Toy Story 3 was released in 2010, and you gotta go between 1999 with Toy Story 2 and 2010 with Toy Story 3. A lot of different movies came out that Pixar was really growing and was becoming a staple in Disney and a bunch of other stuff. Because pre 1999, you had a bunch of great movies. You had Cars, you had Nemo, Wally, and you had Ratatouille, and just all these great movies. And then you get to 2010, now they're going to go back to their roots and go to Toy Story and give it a good closure, give it a good ending. Because Andy's all grown up, and he's now going to give his toys away. He gives this away to a girl named Bonnie as he goes off to college. And they all get given up and stuff, and they have to go on this big adventure to eventually work their way to getting to Bonnie. And the one that Andy was going to keep was Woody. Well, Woody, well, and then Woody ends up giving up Woody as well, even though they were like best pals and stuff for years. And yeah, it's emotional. Yeah, I even for what was that, 6, 7? It was still pretty emotional. Um, and it did a good job of being a finale movie. It's one of the greatest finale movies of all time, in my opinion. I mean, there's nothing better than what they did. They hit a home run with it. I mean, you have him giving away his toys to someone new, and just him driving off down the street in his car with Woody looking back at him and says, "So long, partner." How are you going to beat that? How are you going to beat that? I mean, that was spot on. I mean, they couldn't. It was a perfecto. You couldn't do anything better. Um, and then you got all the other stuff that comes in between the beginning of the movie when he packs up his toys and stuff to the end, because Woody gets separated at school. School. They end up first going to a daycare. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is Lotso the Bear. So they end up going to a daycare instead, and they launch there first. So you meet this sword of new characters that they incorporate into that movie. They only incorporate to that movie. We meet the antagonist, which is Lotso the Bear. And you just see all these subplots, and you see, the whole thing with Ken and Barbie, and you got that whole thing they're introduced, and then you got all this other stuff that you go on with, and it was good. I think they in the school, and then you got the monkey. The monkey is creepy. That was a creepy thing. What was another one that was creepy? The baby. The baby was really weird. I felt bad for the baby. Um, she never did anything wrong. Lonzo just abused her. Um, we got a lot more stuff with. We lose Bo Peep. I never mentioned Bo Peep. Kind of Woody's lover until after the second movie. She doesn't really do much though. When we talk about the fourth movie, though, she'll somehow become an important character, which the fourth movie shouldn't even exist. But we're going off on a tangent. Overall, this movie was really good. It was sad, like everybody's child. It was 11 years after the second movie. So let's say you were maybe 5 when the first one came out. Now it's 15 years later, and you're 20 years old, watching the last one. Should have been the last one. You're like, come on. And there's nothing you can do about that in that situation. I mean, you were. I don't know. It was great. You think maybe when they're going another show scene I'm talking about, the aliens and the claw and stuff, and they like that, and that's all from the first movie when they're in the arcade. Um, then you got they're going down to they're going down the garbage chute into the flames where they burn up all the garbage, and they're like holding hands together, and then they get saved. So like that was a crazy scene right there. Okay, as someone who had grown up with these characters, now they're gonna burn to death. I mean, come on. Glad that didn't happen. And well, this was the thing. Overall, I think it was a good movie. Great ending. Very emotional, but for all the right reasons. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I gotta say. That's a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. 10 out of 10 movie I'd recommend. You gotta watch the first one, then you gotta watch the second one, then you gotta watch the third one. Once you get to the third one, you gotta watch it. It's You'll never see anything better in your life. Maybe for a Pixar movie, it's great. It's not as good as Toy Story 1, but it's still a 10 out of 10 movie. Because Toy Story 1 was the pinnacle, the, the tier marking that they had to go for. And it's like, here's Toy Story 1. They were like to here with the third one. This is the second one. And then this is the fourth one. We'll get to the fourth one in the next video, guys, which is where I will see you. So I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.